with you. Tight you.
Dingo-ators, baby.
There you go. Thank you. I was setting her up and you took it. That's it, my man. Right there.
I was like waiting to like say the perfect joke and then
it just
came.
That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Anyways, back to our guest.
Yes, yes.
With a complicated name.
He is the brainchild, the writer, the director, the creator of a web series called Bad Reputation.
Yes, it is. Bad Reputation. It comes out next Tuesday. 6 episodes, and they're going to be roughly 3 to 6 minutes long each.
So Tuesday, what date? Because this
Tuesday, January 24th.
Perfect.
I believe, yes.
That's the day for my birthday.
Yes, it
Oh,
is.
happy early birthday.
Yay! This is going to be fun. So,
What are you going to be? 32?
See, I was
33?
going to ask the question, but I knew she didn't want us to know.
I am the only one I think in the world that's going to get away with asking that question on air.
Probably.
because he's my boss.
That's not wrong.
He pays for the party.
Yeah, he's my good friend. So
Yeah.
that works.
She avoided the question, you see that?
I did have the
Yeah,
question,
she
and I'm
steered
never
it
going
off.
to let everybody know how old I am.
I know how old you are. What?
It's secret too. You're gonna be close.
She's 30.
Oh, come on.
What? I did.
Too much, she said 29.
So that's why I was asking.
Yep. I've only been here for 2 minutes.
And you're
There
doing
you
my
go.
favorite.
Already. We're already there.
How can people watch your series?
It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be open to the public and everything.
Nice.
We already have a Facebook page available for it, so we've been like posting all of the set photos. We even have already back behind the scenes, so you can watch the birth of the project all the way back in, I want to say, August.
The only type of birth you ever really want to watch, huh?
Yes,
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering I've seen many.
Oh.
And the majority of them, oddly, were my sister. So go figure that one out.
Yeah, I'm not going there. I don't touch that. Oh gosh, no. Actually, right now I'm on Facebook and I'm trying to. Is it under
Bad Reputation? Yes.
Okay, and also on. You said it's on YouTube. Is that also? Is everything under Bad Reputation?
Yes, the YouTube channel where we're going to be posting all of the episodes is going to be Bad Reputation. We already have 2 trailers out. The first one is not that good. Yes, that's it. Yep. The first one is not that good just because we hadn't edited it before. We like made the trailer first and then started editing the episodes. So if you want to watch the trailers, I would suggest watch the second one. The second one's my favorite. And yeah, so like I said, we have it behind the scenes and everything. So that's all on that separate YouTube channel, Bad Reputation.
So, do you have Bad Reputation?
Me? No.
Really?
No, yeah,
This is me you're talking to.
I'd like to point out, I had already liked the page.
Yes.
he did his homework. Nice.
Ah!
I was just stumped on how to pronounce your last name.
Still on that.
I was just kind of like, oh. So yeah.
I don't have a bad reputation. Depends on who you talk to, I guess.
Okay, so would your latest ex say that you have a good reputation or a bad reputation?
Oh, my ex. She would say I have a bad reputation. She would not tell good things about
Did she give
me.
you the bad reputation?
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say
Okay.
definitely yes.
Was she a bad influence on you?
Oh God, yes. Oh God. God,
we better not go down this.
don't. Yeah, I'll start crying here.
So what did you do?
What did I do? Wait, are we on my relationship? We're on that? Okay, no, yeah.
You were taking
What
this
did-
bad reputation thing a little
Yeah.
too far, Miss.
What did I do in the relationship?
No, to earn the bad reputation.
Oh, to earn the bad reputation.
Okay, so you know, in
I'm-
relationships, we all know when we mess up, and when I have fun, like, yeah, that was me.
Mhm.
That was me.
Let me guess.
Guess.
Let me guess what you did. You listened, but she didn't think you listened. You didn't read her mind, and you weren't there, and you were just bad.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. I mean, that's like in a nutshell. I'm just.
You're all alive.
I'm gonna. This is terrible. This honestly is really terrible. Like I look back at it now and I feel bad, but I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. So I have such a passion for film, and this is a segue back to film. But this is
Well
absolutely
played,
true.
young man.
There you go. I love film so much. I grew up on it. Since I was 9 years old, I wanted to be a director. So anyways, fast forward now, and I'm dating her, and I finally got like my first computer. I edited like all my stuff on like my iPhone. I couldn't afford anything, so I finally got a computer just last year, so I could be able to edit it. I got a 2012 MacBook Pro.
Nice.
That was my first computer, and I got it on OfferUp. The guy was selling it for $600, and I got it for $400. I'm really proud of that.
Oh, that's awesome. You're my
Yes.
I already like it.
So we were having problems, and she texted me, and she was like, "Come over, and so we can fix this." And I knew she wants to break up, and I was like, "No, if you want to break up with me, do it over the phone," because I'm editing right now. And, yes. And
Now we know.
here's the thing. Yes, the thing is, she gave me a chance to like go over there and kind of like
And fix
and fix it, and I chose editing over. And yeah, so I mean, I guess I love film that much that I'll leave a girl for it. I don't know if that's bad.
Okay,
Well,
so think
technically-
it this way now. It's a good thing that you're that passionate.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
If
Yeah.
you find a woman that you're that passionate for, then that's the right one. But if you don't, keep your passion towards your movies. Right? Don't you agree?
I do.
Sweet. Oh, come on.
She's within reach. You see?
I do have Google Gadget arms.
She does. She does.
I think it's so for me crazy thinking of where I'm at right now, like sitting in this chair right now, just talking about this mini series I have coming on, because I was just talking to my dad the other night saying, when I was a kid, you know, you play in the backyard, pretend like you're a superhero, you pretend like you're a singer at a concert, you play that kind of stuff. For me, I pretended I was being interviewed for a movie, and I was like 6 years old, yeah, and so
awesome.
now I'm here, like
You're here
I
to
told
interview.
I told my dad, I was like, this is literally a dream coming true, just being able to talk about my passion, not my ex.
So you knew from the time you were 6 years old, because I know you said when you were 9 years old,
Yeah.
that's when you knew you wanted to
Be a director.
Be a director. But when you're 6 years old,
I was already
you
playing.
knew you wanted to be in the movie industry.
When I was I want to say 9 years old, the movie that sold me to want to be a director was Spider-Man 2, directed by Sam Raimi in 2004, and I remember watching it in the movie theaters, and then it came out on DVD, and I didn't even watch the movie. I watched the special features. I knew it was like a magic show. You know, you see a guy put a penny behind your ear, and you're like, okay, that's cool and all, but show me how you did it. Stop playing games with me and show me how you did it. And I wanted to know how they did everything. So I just remember watching the special features, not knowing what a director was, and all of a sudden I saw the guy Sam Raimi pop up, and then under it said director, and I said, I want to be him. I want to be that guy. This guy made he made my child. He made Spider-Man come to life for me. I'm wearing Spider-Man underwear right now, I'm not gonna lie. Yes, exactly. So I was 9 years old. I decided I wanted to do that, and I had like a lot of toys. I remember I collected like a lot of toys, and I sold all of them. I sold every single toy line, which like blew my mom's mind away. I sold all of them just so I can like barely afford an iPod 4. I got an iPod 4, and from there I used it to record, I used it to edit, and I used it to post on YouTube. And they're like terrible videos, but I just knew from then that was like all I wanted to do. So I was like 12 years old, and I just running around with that iPod, just making random short stuff, kind of just building a name for myself around. In elementary school, I like picked on so much because I didn't really play. I wasn't an athlete kid. You know, this was like my thing. I only wanted to do this. I would sit in the corner and just write stories after stories after stories. Even like go as far as like making up my own superheroes, that kind of stuff. So
Did you keep your stories?
I did actually. I kid you not, stacks and stacks of draft books of different stuff, from scary to romantics. I love a good chick flick here and there, you know.
Hey, no. Don't ever let a guy tell you he doesn't like chick flicks.
Yeah.
Because secretly, we will watch them when you're not around.
I own them. I will watch The Notebook any day of the week by
That's a
myself.
good one.
The Notebook is a good one.
It is just because Ryan Gosling. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Dog out for Gosling.
Seriously.
Got a little guy crush there?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yes.
Nice.
I've been all over him lately. Crazy Stupid Love.
Have
Check
you
that
seen?
one out.
Have you seen the new one? That's
La La Land. Yep.
I heard it. I have to see
Okay,
it.
no spoilers because we have not seen it, but I hear it's just unbelievable.
Is it phenomenal?
It's
Nobody makes good musicals.
Nobody makes good movies like this anymore. Honestly, the director, I don't know if you guys know him. He made Whiplash. Have you seen that one? Yes, it's a little independent film. The director of Whiplash made La La Land, and La La Land is just completely different from Whiplash, which is awesome because the director like shows that he can do different stuff, and it's from like the way everything, from the acting, from the color, from the dance, from the songs, the way it was shot. There's a lot of one shots. Like every song number that you see, it's recorded all in one.
You're kidding.
Yeah, it doesn't cut. That's
Or Pharrell's
hard.
Happy video.
Yep.
Was all one take.
It's insane.
That's amazing. All right, so
That's when you know when you do it the one take, you're like, okay, get to go home now.
Yeah.
There's something on your web series though. That it's web series, right?
It's a web series. Yes, that's what.
In the description it says John Hughes-esque.
Yes.
Now, you may not know this, but we do another show called 1980 something because I was raised in the 80s. And I actually did an entire show on John Hughes one time because he is undoubtedly a huge influence on me as an 80s aficionado. Now, how would you describe that your web series is John Hughes-esque? I'd like to pick your brain on that because it really.
So I'm really afraid to talk because I feel like you know a lot more about John Hughes than me.
No. Oh gosh, no. There's no judging here.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear how you've done it.
So
because too many people have tried and failed.
Oh yes,
horribly.
Definitely. I don't even want to say it was inspired by John Hughes. The story wise. I don't want to say look wise. But for me, the 80s, his movies it was just such a simpler time where you can go on there and you can show a guy smoking pot and like it would be a big deal because that was the thing at the time. Those were teenagers being teenagers, having sex, doing drugs, having parties, being idiots, jumping out of their cars.
What would you say is your John Hughes influence? Which film probably hit you the most?
So, what hit me the most was Ferris Bueller. Absolutely, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah.
The ultimate.
The ultimate.
That's the end of
Absolutely.
end all be all.
Ultimately, yes. But for Bad Reputation, it was totally based off of Pretty in Pink and 16 Candles. Those two.
And we were just discussing a few minutes ago. She was playing the scene where Ducky comes in.
Where Ducky comes in. Yes, that's the best scene ever. Yes.
30th anniversary of Pretty in Pink, and yeah, it was neat to watch that. And he's like, "What are you watching?" And I showed him like, "Hey, 30th anniversary of Pretty in Pink." Those movies that he made were just very, very iconic. If you think about the 80s, the movies that he has worked on, those are the ones that people think of first.
Yes,
But I like that it's influenced your generation to take it to another place.
I think for sure story-wise, like we really wanted to. John Hughes respects the hell out of teenagers, and that's why I love him so much. Like his movies wasn't about bashing teenagers. It wasn't about like showing like they do stupid things when the parents aren't around. It was showing that they do crazy things, but there's a reason behind it. They do those things because they want to live a little bit. And so going back to Bad Reputation, that's where like I pick up with my characters is that both of them, it's two high school girls who aren't very popular in school, and dad is away, and he kind of like bats his eye, and he knows his daughter's a bit of a loser. He kind of gives her a hard time. He kind of teases her a little bit about it, but he's not a bad dad. And who's also, by the way, played by Brian Reynolds.
I love Brian Reynolds.
Yeah,
Brian's the dad?
Yes. Brian Reynolds.
He's a really good friend of ours.
I know, he was on the show a while ago.
Yeah.
He's my the producer and my mentor in this at my film school. So
boy, did you hit the lottery there!
I really did.
Wow!
It's actually funny because when we were first like in the early phases of making the story, I told him I want you to be the dad. And he was like joking. He was like, yeah, we'll find somebody because we legit went out and found actors. And I was like, no, I want you to be the dad. I remember just watching him in Nether Beast Incorporated, I believe, and I liked his acting style. I really thought he could he's a chameleon. he can like kind of transform himself into anything. So he was like, haha. I was like, no, I really want you to be the dad. And so there was like a few times where like he tried getting out of it, I feel like, but I ultimately like got him sold onto it. And another thing is like Brian, like I said, he's my mentor, and I know like I gotten close to him. He's not easily impressed. He really is not. You have to do a lot to impress him. And when I showed him the script, he wanted to be. He was like, "Yeah, this is good." Yes, he helped co-write it too, actually, but he was sold on it. And then even during when we finished editing and we showed it to him, I was anxious. For me, Brian is like my studio. You piss the studio off and like you're just kind of screwed. So I showed him it, and he loved it so much that he is like, I'm putting this everywhere. I'm gonna put this everywhere. I want it everywhere. He's gonna submit it to a few film festivals. And we're actually aiming for the Rocky Emmy Awards here in Arizona, and so we're submitting it there. He's submitting it in like all categories. He says he's paying for the fees to get in, which is for me. I wanted to like. I always try and like compose myself to him. I try and like be a serious face and be like, okay, great, that's awesome. But I inside want to cry, like, thank you so much, bro. I want to like hug him. But he's like, get off of me. All right.
He's gonna do this.
He is, yes. I love you, Brian. I love you.
But of all the people to be your mentor, it's awesome that you found somebody who is so knowledgeable in the industry, who knows which film festivals you should submit to, who knows how they should be done correctly. Because you see so many beginning filmmakers just really trying, but without a mentor, you're just winging it.
Oh yeah, I'd be so lost.
You need a mentor, you need somebody who knows what they're doing to just help guide you, and I think it's awesome to come from it.
I was really lucky.
So tell me, what else about Bad Reputation is unique?
So for me personally, this is like the first edgy thing I've done. So like I said, I've been making like short videos and short like series on my own since I was like 9 years old, and so now that I'm in this program, we wanted to go all out. Brian wanted to challenge me. He wanted me to be edgy. I never cursed in any of mine. I've never like showed any like profanity. I've never shown drugs or anything like that. So not to sell you on, there's gonna be drugs in it, so you watch it. No, it's I wanted to be edgy on it and show like what real teenagers are. So what's unique about it, I want to say, is that these are real teenagers. This is stuff that like, especially girls. This is another thing is like this is my first thing. Starring girls. I'm so used to writing characters for guys, for young boys to relate to. So it was a real challenge having to make something that a girl can relate to. And I remember I like sat down with so many girls, just asking them like, what was your high school years like? What would you do? What would you do? How did you do this and that? What did you wear? How did you get ready for the party with your friends? I wanted to replicate that. I wanted to get a most authentic feel of your typical teenage girl today without bashing them, without disrespecting them. And so I think we really nailed it, especially with our actresses who play the main characters, Amber and Lulu. They did an amazing job.
And who are the actresses?
Brenna Stillwell, she plays Lulu, the friend, and I'm gonna butcher her name. Jenna Del Torre. Jenna Del Torre. She plays our main character, Amber. And they're teenagers. They're actually really, one is 16 and the other one is, I want to say 18 or 19. So they're still like in that phase. And even when we were filming, I told her, I would ask them like, is this something you would do? Is this how you would stand? How would you do? Like, be yourself. And they played themselves perfectly. So I think when your female audience watches this, they're gonna be able to relate somehow to it. They're gonna be like, yeah, I did that with my friend. We put our makeup on each other like that. We used to do that. We used to get into crazy hijinks like that.
I love that he just used the term hijinks.
I know.
Nobody ever says that anymore.
That is awesome.
I feel like my father right now. That's so old.
Oh,
no, not you.
No, I kind of set myself up for that. That's
Wait a
okay.
minute, your daughter's 4.
Yeah, I also have one that's 24.
Oh. Okay.
Remember?
I forgot about that. Sorry.
See,
It's
I can
okay.
say it. I just turned 44.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I think you should. Oh, you see the look she's giving me.
I did.
It's bad.
Oh, goodness.
She knows that.
Just,
Jamie Botox, so I can't give you dirty looks.
what?
Like,
It's not anything that Botox will do. It's just the eyes. It's just the eyes.
No comment
Yeah.
for that.
oh my gosh.
She has a look of death when she talks.
It is the look of death. And I've had most of my exes call it that. It's the look of death. I love it. All right, for your series Bad Reputation, is there a scene that you have that is just your ultimate favorite that you can never get bored of watching over and over again?
Yeah, I don't know like if it's like me being biased or because I was there, or if it's like I try and like watch my stuff as an audience member. I try and sit back and say like, is this good? Would I laugh at this? Would I enjoy this? Would I watch this? Would I waste my time on it? So I love it both as the director who was there doing it and both as the audience member because I think it's freaking hilarious. So there's a part in one of the episodes where they're experimenting with drugs without giving too much away. They're experimenting with drugs and one friend doesn't like it, so they're like, throw it away. Ding dong, bad guest comes in and it's her grandma. Her grandma comes in and
hilarity ensues.
Yep, there you go. That was like the segue. And so for me, it was the original idea was like, grandma comes in, she almost catches it, kind of scolds them, and then leaves. And Brian challenged me and said, no, the grandma should take the weed. And I was like, what? He's like, the grandma should take the weed.
Mm-hmm.
And like literally, Brian would literally just throw nuggets at me. And he was like, I'm just throwing that at you. You finish it from there. So I was like, freak, okay. So grandma takes the weed. And he was like, all right, just end it there. I was like, no, the grandma's got to smoke it. Grandma's got to get nuts. Let's show grandma like was a badass at one point in her life. So like you meet her and you think she's like this sweet innocent lady, and then and then the girls are like discovering like where is it, and then boom, you cut to like grandma like hot boxing the car, driving off, smoke coming out of the car as she's speeding off, and she's just like she's like a Hispanic grandma. She's like, you stupid girls. And it's hilarious. Yeah. So like I was there, and like again, what like even made it more funny and kind of bad was I don't smoke at all, and so I had the original idea was to put a fog machine in there, and the fog machine like just broke on me that day when we were shooting. I was pissed. I was like, damn it. And we had like actual like little fake looking weed, but it was a cigarello.
Right.
So I'm having the grandma smoke that, and so I'm like, we're gonna have to actually smoke it now. We're gonna have to actually do it. So she's smoking it, and then I'm like, it's not enough smoke. We need more. So I'm in the car holding the camera. While I'm behind the camera, I'm lighting one up, and I'm just blowing it, and I'm trying so hard. I'm dying. Yeah.
I didn't inhale.
Yeah. such a
relationship.
So yeah, my mom's gonna kill me when she finds out that I smoked. But
you didn't inhale, so that's
I didn't inhale. Yes, there you go, mommy.
Well, where's the fun in that?
If you're gonna get busted for doing something, not supposed to put it on the radio.
Right? Yeah.
My
She
80s
won't find this.
my 80s is showing.
So I think that was just like the most whole, because we got out of the car, and I looked at my friend. I was like, dude, I just smoked with an old lady. Like how many people? Yeah, how many? Like she's somebody's grandma. How many people can walk away and be like, I just smoked with your grandma, dude?
Oh my God.
So that was like the best moment of my life. I think I could die now.
Proud of you.
Being happy.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, what I can do is I'm going to take a quick little break. We're going to
Awesome.
say big thank you to our sponsors, so thank you to the sponsors, and we are going to have. And we are back with Isaac. So I know you're going to film school. Can you tell us what film school you're going to?
Yeah, I'm actually going to Film Connection right now, and what it is it's a hands-on program actually. So being a senior, I was like pressured and tasked with, you have so much potential, you can go to AI, you can do this and this and that, we were going to set you up with all these people. And nobody realized that I didn't have the money to do any of that. I come from like a family of 9 kids.
No way.
Yeah, I'm a blended family.
I'm the second to the oldest of 9 also.
Wow. Yeah, so it's, there's only so much love and so much money to go around. So especially like I barely had any of my own. So it was really hard trying to find something that, one, was affordable, and 2, I wasn't wasting my time in the classroom learning something I already knew. I spent nights, I spent my whole childhood, I want to say, just like under my blanket watching YouTube tutorials on different stuff, on story making, editing, and camera angles, stuff like that. So I'm self-taught, So I found this school, finding out that they're a hands-on program. They throw you right in the middle of everything, which is both scary and both exciting. So I applied there, and immediately they set me up with Brian Ronalds, who's my mentor there. And we met at a Starbucks, we talked, and I was just so afraid that he wouldn't like me. I was afraid that I was like a little rinky-dink kid, like, I want to be a director, huh?
You're awesome. That's a great Mickey Mouse impression.
Yeah, I think of me as, when I'm a child, I sound like Mickey Mouse for some reason.
Awesome.
Hey, boys and girls, he's gonna make a film.
Yeah. I met through Brian, and I remember going back home, and all I had to do was wait for the call from my film school saying, yeah, he wants you to be his mentee. So I got the call and saying, yeah, he wants you. And I was like so relieved. And from then on, what it is I do book assignments on the website. So I'm not going to an actual building doing everything. I'm doing just my assignments online and on the basic stuff of Hollywood. And then on the main side, I'm doing this with Brian, where I'm writing an actual script. I'm filming an actual mini-series. We're actually submitting it to places. He's trying to help get me advertisement to get my name out there. So it was one thing after another, which was like every time something came up, I was like, really? Regarding like Bad Reputation, he's like, okay, we're gonna get actual actors who know what the hell they're doing. I was like, really? I'm gonna be working with like an actual cast? So that was awesome. And at the end of the program, they actually send you to Hollywood, Los Angeles, to pitch to an actual executive, whether it's a film or a TV show. And I actually went into this career wanting to be a director for film. And it's so weird right now, just recently, I'm having like such a passion, such a love for TV. I love how TV has like been evolutioned today, where it's at today, where like all episodes are streaming on one day. You can watch them all on one day, hour-long episodes. Boom, there you go. You can binge anything you want now. And so I love that, because if it's a good story, if it's a good show, you're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna cancel my date tonight and stay in and finish this. Mm-hmm. So
that's what they call Netflix and chill.
Exactly. That's literally, I want to literally Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
You know what you're reminding me of is Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith?
The director.
Okay, I thought you were talking Kevin Smith. Adam Sandler is Kevin Smith.
No.
Thank God.
No. That's Kevin James.
Kevin James? Oh, okay, yeah. He's a train wreck. Okay,
no, Kevin Smith, the director. You know who he is?
Freshman.
He did Clerks.
Is that it?
No, he's done a lot of other stuff. Mallrats. Anyway, look him up.
Okay.
He started off out of high school, and he made a movie. There was a big hurricane. He was in New Jersey, and his insurance paid him off for his damages to his car and all this other stuff. He made like $20,000. He took it all, invested it, and made a movie in black and white about working at a convenience store called Clerks. Ended up in Sundance, winning, got distribution, made millions.
Wow.
And he is the biggest proponent for independent filmmakers. He still considers himself an independent filmmaker, and he's made several successful movies. Several.
That's insane.
And now, you know what he's doing?
What is he doing?
He did it as a joke. He went and directed an episode of The Flash
Oh,
on
really?
the CW.
I know who you're talking about now. Kevin Smith, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and now he's doing Supergirl.
Comic book nerd. He's like
comic book
famous
nerd.
in the comic book world.
He's
Yes,
also-
oh my god,
He's also,
Kevin Smith!
besides everybody on this network, he's my favorite podcaster too.
Yeah, oh my, I know. He wears the same like jersey and
Yeah, with the hockey
hat.
jersey.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes,
amazing. Wow, I did not know that's where he came from.
There is a book, and it's an audio book, and he actually narrates it.
Uh-huh.
You need to download it. It's called Kevin Smith's Tough Shit.
Yeah.
And it's the way that you're talking reminds me of in his book how he started and his passion for film.
Uh-huh.
Okay, your passion for film, you decided this is what you wanted to do when you saw a specific film, Spider-Man 2, which is awesome. That's great. His was Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
He's like 2 years older than I am, so we're both old guys.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of these where his passion took over his life,
Mm-hmm.
and he followed it. And he was, you know, he gets joked around a lot. He's made some bad movies and whatever, but his passion has always been making films.
Mm-hmm.
But now he's doing TV because they said the way that they do it is more like a film.
Yeah.
And then you just brought that up, which I found ironic.
Yeah, I think TV shows are like kind of like the new extended film. You know, you instead of watching a 2 hour, I'll use like the example of Lemony Snicket's that just came out recently. Instead of like watching the 2 hour long movie, you can watch the 8 hour long movie. For some people, that sounds like insane, but like 8 hours long of good storytelling, I would watch that, and that's what I want to do. You know, for my pitch, I'm working on it right now, and it's without like giving too much away. It's called adulting, and it's
Adulting is hard.
adulting is hard. Yes, I'm like, you know, I left home on my 18th birthday. It really sucked.
I'm out.
Yeah.
See you, everybody. Gotta go.
Yeah. Well, I had to leave. Honestly, the main thing was like I had to leave for film, and it was kind of like in a way getting away of that, and I didn't want anything stopping me from getting there. So that's one of the main
Also,
reasons
like-
why I left.
Like, you know, being surrounded by that many family members in one house, that's
Oh, yeah.
difficult to get anything that.
It
so
is.
I don't blame you on that one.
And so, like I said, going back to adulting, it's about your average kid straight out of kids out of high school having to grow up really quick. They don't have a lot of time to grow up. They have like a couple of months. You know, they got bills like already coming towards them, and they all have like different situations that they're in. You know, one person got kicked out, one person had to leave home because of an abusive home. So like I think that's the thing now with television is that it's, you know, there's a lot of fantasy stuff out there. You know, you got your superheroes, you have all that, but people love a good average Joe story. People love where somebody has come from, and that's what I want to tell. And it's like loosely based off of me, off of like my family, my start, and like all the shit that I've gone through in just 6 months since I left home. But again, like going back to John Hughes, like he respects the hell out of the youth. And that's like my thing is I want to respect the hell out of my youth and like say, guys, I might not have like your story. am not probably going through what you're going through. You're probably going through something way worse than I am. You know, my problems is nothing, but like I want you to know, like I acknowledge it and I respect it, and I kind of wanted to show the world that there's people out here that go through this kind of stuff, especially the youth. And even like the show doesn't even like base around just youth. It's for adults too. You know, I think adults and parents make mistakes sometimes. Same thing with children. So like it's not like just for kids. It's not just for teenagers. Saying teenagers are the heroes of this show. Adults aren't the hero of the show. Nobody's the hero of the show. It's we all are at fault. We've all done something. So.
I like that. So do you find writing very therapeutic and finding a way to express what you are going through?
I find film, every process of film very therapeutic. I do a little bit of everything. I started off even acting in my own short videos that are on my own separate YouTube channel, Imaginary Films. I have like a lot of stuff on there. So I find
I know
that
what I'm watching later.
I know.
yeah, there you go. Imaginary Films on YouTube. So I find editing therapeutic. Having hours long of footage and having to go through that and doing it and having to edit that. I find editing therapeutic. I find writing therapeutic. I find imagining. I find looking out this window right here therapeutic. Because it's amazing. It's an amazing life that we really do live in. And, you know, even for me, sometimes I don't recognize that. And I think the best way I can like show people and translate my love for anything is through film. I have communication issues. I'm not good at like expressing love to people, and so I like sometimes will make a video for them and like give it to them or like post it on YouTube and be like, this is how I feel about you. And they're like, why can't you tell me this? I'm like, I can't find the words.
Well, I mean, everybody has their own way of expressing themselves, and luckily you found a way that is visual, where people can actually see it and feel it and experience it. You don't have to be just for one person; anybody can see it and understand what you're doing.
Oh yeah, my YouTube
pretty
channel.
cool.
It's funny when people ask me about my own YouTube channel. It's like, so what kind of videos do you make? What genre are you into? I can never give a solid answer.
So what's your YouTube channel?
Imaginary films, and it's everything. It's literally like it ranges. I started vlogging for a while and then I recently stopped, but even before that, like I would make like 4-minute short movies on there, and they're all different. They all have their own different tone. They all have their own different like characters, their own like main things. And that's like what I want to do in Hollywood, whether it's in TV or film. I want to make anything. I want to make a chick flick at one point. I would love to make a chick flick. I would love to make a superhero movie. I would love to like make the next Spider-Man movie. Make it happen, Marvel, please, if you're listening.
If you go on to, this is ironic, man. I'm going to call back to Kevin Smith real quick. He posted a thing on IMDb. He actually works for IMDb now.
Oh, wow.
And is it IMDb?
IMDb.
Sorry, I do that all the time. IMDb. And, yes. And he went down this list of, because Sundance is coming up.
Yes.
And all these directors that are massive directors now. Gareth Edwards, who just did Star Wars Rogue One, started off independent film. Own financed, all that stuff. Did it big. Kevin Smith did it. Quentin Tarantino did it with Reservoir Dogs. And here's the thing. You're sitting here explaining what you want to do. And I'll bet you $1 that in 20 years from now, somebody's going to come looking for this interview because they want to play it for this guy because he's a name. He's a name.
Thank you.
And he's going to be one of these guys that, and I see it. He's going to be Ron Howard, where he sticks to his convictions. He doesn't sell out. He walked away from his own company because he wasn't going to give in to other people's demands.
Wow.
He walked away. He's back now. He got it back. But he walked away. One of the biggest directors in Hollywood history, Ron Howard, Opie, Ritchie, walked away from a multi-billion-dollar company that he built to stick to his convictions of being a director, of being a filmmaker, because he wanted to make what he wanted to make. He wanted to try. I mean, he made Splash with Tom Hanks.
I love that.
Yeah.
And then turned around and he made so many different types of genres. And this is exactly what you're talking about.
I think for me, it's like I really want to stick to I want to know my roots. I want to know and remember where I came from. I want to remember that I came from that iPod. That's why I always tell people
And you will always remember it.
I remember that iPod. And
iPod 4, right?
iPod 4, yes, it was red. It was actually red. I got a custom made because the screen cracked. It was an old iPod. It wasn't even a new one. I couldn't even afford one at the store. So it was like the face was red.
You still have it?
I don't. I had to sell it to get more film equipment. So yeah, I do that a lot. I sell a lot of my stuff. I'll sell my bed for a microphone. And what you were talking about with funding, it's crazy. With Bad Reputation, I really wanted to go all out with this. I wanted it to be the best looking, the best written thing that I've ever done. Because before we would just walk around with cameras and shaking and everything, and so I wanted us to have tripods for everything. I wanted us to have set microphones for everything. I wanted us to have crisp audio. I wanted us to have everything that we even lights. Like we never had studio lights, So I put out a thing on social media saying if anybody can help donate, because I don't make much where I currently work. If anybody can help out, that would be greatly appreciated. I'm not asking for a specific number. Whatever you give will go towards literally the gear, and whatever's left over is going to be going towards feeding my actors, because I even wanted to make sure that they were taken care of. So we were able to, in like 6 hours, get at least $300, and that was all we got, and I made do with it. I got us 3 different microphones, I got us the lights, I got us props that we needed, I got us food. I spread it out as much as possible.
But did you sleep on a bed?
Did I sleep on a bed? Yeah. Why? Oh yeah, I did sell my bed. I did not sell my bed. Yes, thank God I did not sell my futon bed. So everyone pitched in. People wanted to help out and do their part, and then I even reached out to my friends asking, because I like I said, I love film and everything, but I don't know much about camera settings. I don't know much about any of that. I just know what looks good, what feels good, and how to make it happen, how to bring the team together. So even my friend Ruben, Ruben Rapalda, shout out to Ruben Rapalda. He's been with me for the last 2 years. Before I went to film school, before anything, we were both kind of quiet outsiders at school, and we were both in a TV broadcasting class, and we kind of looked at each other, and I saw him on his phone. He was listening to Imagine Dragons. I was like, oh, I like Imagine Dragons. He was like, oh, I love them too. And then we started talking about Spider-Man. We had a passion for Spider-Man and Marvel, and we just went on, and it turns out we both love film. It turns out I love storytelling, and he knows how to make a beautiful video. So me and him made our first video ever together. It was called Polaroid. It was Imagine Dragons music video called Polaroid, one of their songs on their newer albums, because that was where we found our friendship together. So we started off there. We made that video, and overnight it got over 1,000 views. That was one of I never got a video that blew up like that. So I was like, wow, we make a good team, dude. So ever since then, we do everything. He helped me out with Bad Reputation. Him and my buddy Alex, they both helped me film it, and Ruben helped edit it. He helped make the graphic design of the intro. It looks insane. It looks like it belongs in Hollywood. He's so smart with everything, with his Photoshop and everything. His stuff looks like it belongs on the screen. So my thing is that I can't do anything on my own. I really can't sit and say I can write the script all by myself. I can edit this all by myself. I can find it. I cannot do any of that. I need resources, and I actually like working with people. I like collaboration, which is something that me and Brian, and when we first started editing Bad Reputation, he was like, so here's the thing, you can make this, we can make this, and you can make this your way, or you can make this both of our ways and do a collaboration. And if you do that, I promise you, things will get wild from there. And so I was I've never been against it, and I humbled myself, and I said, okay, I want to do that. I have nothing to lose. I really don't. I want to see what happens. Sure enough, it was a beautiful experience. It was amazing. The people I got to work with, the actors were all fantastic, from their ages, and even the people behind the camera were just amazing. It was an amazing group of people, and I'm so blessed to have been with them.
So what's your next project?
Right now, I don't know how much I can say without Brian getting no on me. I'm helping him right now actually make his web series. It's called Mike and Eric. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't know how much I could say about it. But yeah, he loved what we did with Bad Reputation. He loved how it came out so much. And like I said, he's a hard person to impress, to be like, I love this. This is great. So he was so impressed that he was like, I want you to film it, and I want you to edit it. So I was like, all right, cool, great. Yeah, I didn't at first, but I do now, because it's kind of helping me find my voice. And when we first met, he was like, so what's your thing? Do you want to do dramas? Do you want to do comedies? And I was like, I've never done a comedy before. I wouldn't know how to do that. I don't think I'm funny. So now it's Bad Reputation's a bit of a comedy, it's John Hughes-esque. So he like
It's
read it.
Comedy with a lesson.
Yeah, comedy with the lesson, exactly. So he read the script and he laughed, and I didn't expect it. For me, I was writing. I was like, well, this is just stuff that I say. He laughed his ass off. The agents who were for our actors, they all loved it. They're like, if you don't take this, I remember I met one of the agents for our main actress, Jenna. She said, if you do not take this role, you are insane. You're batshit crazy. So like, the people like were kind of like really wanting and pressing to be in this. It wasn't like me going out and like kind of like, hey, I need people in this. No, they're like, can we please be part of this? Can we please be in this? And it was so fun, watching their audition tapes. You can go, like I said, on Bad Reputation on the YouTube channel and watch behind the scenes, and you're gonna see back when me and Brian first sat down and like I was pitching the idea to him, to us casting the actors, writing the script, like the whole. I documented the whole experience.
Step by step of how you accomplish this.
Yeah.
Now, it's so funny, an hour has passed by so quickly.
Oh my God.
Lord,
I know, right?
I'm sorry. I told
No,
you I could babble all
This
day.
is wonderful. No, I'm loving this. So, we learned so much about you and how creative and how dedicated you are to making films and series and writing and producing and directing. I don't think there's anything in the industry that you don't want to do.
No, there isn't. Back when I first met Brian, he looked up my YouTube channel, so he's like, so you trying to be an actor or something? What? Because there's a lot of videos I'm in, most of them. He's like, so are you trying to be an actor or something? Because if so, we'll try and work that in too. And I was like, I don't know. I would love to. I really do, but like I think one step at a time for me.
You were the only actor you could afford at the time.
I was I did it for free $99.
Free 99. So can you tell the listeners how they can find you on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, all of your YouTube channels, everything, and what they can do to support you and
My Pinterest and everything. I'm just kidding. My MySpace
Wait a
account.
minute, you have a Pinterest and MySpace?
MySpace, yes, everything.
You're 18.
I know. I was bored when MySpace happened.
Yeah, that one out of popularity
Yeah,
more.
it really did. All right.
I joined Facebook when he was 3.
Oh my God. Probably. Yeah, my mom, I got grounded when I made my Facebook account. I'll never forget that. My mom hit me. I don't know why. I was like, what? It's just Facebook. You don't know the devil's in there. I was like, how? Yeah, I came from a Christian home.
I came from a Jehovah's Witness mom and an atheist dad.
Oh my God, that mixture. I can imagine.
Yeah, we know that
So
didn't last.
you can find me. You can find me on Instagram at _ Joel Isaac. Just that. I try to keep it real simple. _ JoelIsaac. _ Joel Isaac. That's my Instagram. My Twitter is the opposite. It's _ Isaac Joel. Spelled the same way. And my Facebook is Isaac Verduzco. ISAAC Verduzco. VERDUZCO. My Pinterest, I'm just gonna, you don't need to know all that.
Really?
And
Pinterest?
yeah, of course, I like to decorate the interior of my home once in a while.
Guys need to know how to make a quiche.
Oh my God, yes,
We
for
don't know
sure.
unless we
If
see a
you
picture.
cannot make
I
a
don't
damn
even know
quiche.
how to make a quiche.
I'm 18. I moved out. I had to like find out how to build a dresser. My mom, yeah. So and then
I think Wendy's missing out. You need to get a Pinterest.
yeah. Oh, you don't have a Pinterest?
No.
Oh my God, you need a Pinterest for sure. We'll talk after about Pinterest.
Okay.
And then my YouTube channel, my personal one is Imaginary Films. And if you go on Imaginary Films, you'll find something on there that you'll love and relate to. I just recently made something called My Worst Breakup. As we were talking, I'm telling you that chick really messed me up. I'm traumatized. It really did. But I kind of found my way through it. I really did, because it happened when I graduating night. Worst night of my life. Car broke down, didn't make it home, had to sleep at a stranger's house that I met at a party. It was, oh my God, it was the worst thing ever. So
Matt Damon didn't show up and no, does he?
yeah. So yeah, I made a video about that called My Worst Breakup, and it's not like bashing her or anything. It's I wish her the best.
Yeah, don't fuck with the filmmaker. He will make a film about you.
Yeah, that's
And don't mess with the musician because she will write a whole scene
Yeah.
about what a jerk you are.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, but no, it was something that like a lot. My work, people tell me all the time. It's something that everyone can relate to in some way. So that video alone, like people were like, "Hey, I just got through a breakup and this really helped me," or "I'm going through a breakup and this really helped me." So that was my thing. It was like with videos, I like to make them good quality, but with a lesson in there. And if you can't walk away without a lesson, then I didn't do my job right. So yeah, my YouTube's imaginary film. Sorry, I steered off on that. And
No, you're good.
and then Bad Reputation is going to be on its own YouTube channel under just Bad Reputation. Just that all 6 episodes will be posted January 24th on a Tuesday. You can binge watch it then and there. It'll take you 25 minutes to finish the entire show.
With your Bad Reputation and chill.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, wait, you sound constipated there.
Yeah.
No, that's binge watching.
You know what binge watching is?
No, I do.
Oh, okay.
But her pun was in there.
Yeah.
You know what,
It was
F you,
punny.
man.
It was real punny.
Like, would you just throw at me? That scared me.
Yeah.
So I'm getting.
It's getting real intense in here, guys.
It is. Alright, so you told them about Facebook, you did your Instagram, you did, are you on Twitter?
I am on Twitter. Yeah, it's
He
underscore
covered the Twitter.
underscore Isaac Joel, ISAACJOEL.
It's the reverse of his
It's
Instagram.
the
Oh,
you have such a good memory.
Thank you, I
Oh,
appreciate that.
You're such a
I'm
great guy.
paying
You're
attention.
such a nice guy.
Such a shit.
She said, see, that's the thing is when
I'm the little shit.
When she's running the board, she actually has to concentrate on other things
Yeah.
sometimes, and there'll be times I'll catch what she'll miss,
Yeah,
and I take advantage of that because it's the only time I ever get the advantage.
you're a good
Yeah.
partner. You're good.
Oh my god.
You let your guard down. Can't let your guard
I
down.
did.
I even had to look.
I know. It's okay. We're going to go boxing tomorrow. Yeah. You should go boxing. It's a lot of fun.
I would love to.
Seriously, all right. I'll give you information out there.
Okay.
It's gonna be fun. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to Independent Artist Radio. Thank you, Isaac, for taking the time out of your busy day to come all the way down here.
No.
Hit me on.
Thank you.
You know, take it out of context.
Thank you so much for having me on. Like I said, I binge watched your guys' show last night. I listened to like podcast after podcast after podcast, and I love what it is you guys do, what it is you guys like represent, what you stand for. You're not looking for a big talent. You're looking for the little guy in the community, just trying. So this for me was like a perfect fit. So thank you so much for having me on.
You're gonna go far, my friend.
And you're gonna come on more.
I would love
As soon
to.
as you're done with another project, let us know. We'll have you back on because I really want to keep tabs on you and watch your career because I'm really excited for this. It's pretty damn
Thank you,
cool,
thank
man.
you. It's I hear it all the time. You're gonna go places. You're gonna go places. I'm like, one step at a time. Don't jinx it, please.
Where am I going?
Tell me.
It's not gonna be jinx, buddy. It's your talent and your determination and your ethics.
Thank you.
You're gonna do great.
Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Well, stay tuned because right after this episode, we're going to have another episode, and that's going to be with Dark Unicorn Photography. So stay tuned.
Ooh, it gets real sweaty in there. I didn't realize.